All right. Good afternoon, everybody. It is a Thursday. It is a Thursday, I think. Yes. Yes, it is. Thursday, February 20th, 2005. We're gonna roll with that one. Lonix, it's good to see ya. Howdy, Wade. Hey, Randir. Wolf, it's good to see ya. Hey, Liquid. Hey, Mad. Hey, Hawk. I apologize for not being around yesterday. Tuesday, we had the whole winter weather thing happen, and I had a bunch of stuff I had to knock out before it hit. And then yesterday, I'm not gonna lie, I was simply just enjoying the weather. Outside, playing with the dog, who pretty much refused to come in because, you know, snow, and really it was more ice than snow, but still. So whenever I see Biker today, remind me that I owe him an apology and a birthday song. Where am I? And I see that word finally got out about the Hull C exploit. Man, oh man, oh man. I tell you, that thing is not going to be back in my hangar until they fix it. Knockadox, I sure have. I'm playing a lot more American Truck Simulator.
Your vehicle, please visit.
And I finally purchased Arkansas. And it feels weird driving through. Like, there's a lot of things that they skipped out on, or, you know, could not include just because of how things go, but it feels really weird driving through Little Rock. Because it looks like Little Rock, but at the same time it doesn't. It's like someone recreated Little Rock from memory, but that memory is like 10 years old. Which obviously they can't include everything because it has to be truncated. But the cool thing about Truck Simulator is that there's not really a lot of bugs to bankrupt me in it, you know? Like, look, this paint job won't even load correctly. You know, Coyote, it's it's funny you bring that up. They actually did have an Arkansas bundle. It includes the state of Arkansas and the logging equipment cargo pack. So you can haul, like, logging stuff all across the state. You know, Lonix, I should. I should just make time so I can do like a double stream, like Truck Simulator earlier in the day, and then Star Citizen later. Yeah, see, wait, that's another thing. My paint job and Truck Simulator works all the time. All the time. Also, okay, hold on. Let's look at this. So we got 2 greens, 2 pinks. So it goes green, green, pink, pink. But over here, it goes green, pink, green, green. Like, what? How? What did you guys do to mess that up? Yeah, Coyote? And I'm probably gonna regret this, but I'm gonna go see if Michael 2 has diamonds. So I figure if everybody's jumping on this Hull C dupe train, then maybe regular cargo is gonna be a lot easier to trade. And if they don't have diamonds, at the very least I can go grab fresh food. Assuming it works. And Coyote, I've been thinking about breaking down and grabbing some mods just so I can have more trucks. Because right now, my favorite truck is a Peterbilt 389. I've driven a bunch of others, and they're fine. They just don't feel right, you know? Like, I tried the Freightliner Cascadia. And realistically, like in real life, it's a great truck. It's an amazing truck. And a lot of people agree that it is the best truck in the game. It has a lot of features, you know, for both safety and driving and whatnot. And this is going to sound really dumb, but it doesn't feel trucky enough. If that makes sense. And I know it sounds dumb. And to a real trucker, I know it's going to sound incredibly dumb, but I'm also not a real trucker. I just play one on the internet. Like in my truck game, in my fantasy truck game, I want to feel like one of those 80s cowboy truckers, you know? Like the long nose, all angles truck, the 80s pinstriping, that southern drawl, maybe an Atlanta Seahawks cap. A little bit of a mullet going on. Like that's what I want in my trucking fantasy. I mean, yeah, bad, that too. Like right now I'm going with a long nose just so I can actually see the nose of my truck. It feels truckier. Engine needs to have a good sound too. Yeah, see, Coyote, that's what I like. Like, I feel like if someone is going to build a truck or a car, it should be somebody who is already in the industry and understands what the industry is lacking from personal experience. Like, you know, I don't want to bring up anything political, but like the Cybertruck is clearly a truck designed by a computer dude first and someone who drives a truck, never. Like, my Honda Fit can hold more and off-road more than a Cybertruck. Because it was designed with a computer first and by someone who drives a truck second, or never. So, like, I'm glad that the guys over at Edison actually have experience in the field they're trying to make trucks for, you know? Alex, it's good to see you, man. Oh, Randy, I want to see the hood. I love seeing the hood. Also, good to see you, Motherfig. Yeah, see, Matt, I ain't about a luxury truck. A truck is supposed to do a job, not go to the mall. Like, a truck is supposed to get dents in it. Like, you guys remember all those trucks from the 70s and the 80s? And how, like, you know, they would have rust in the bed and dents around the wheel wells and whatnot. Because guess what? People used them for work. The paint would get scratched up. And now trucks are more just a status symbol than a work vehicle. So now they all have these super nice paint jobs that you can't scratch, and you can't dent them or get them muddy. Oh yeah, Dragnos. Oh god, dude, I had a boss who had a King Ranch, and I used to have to drive it to go pick up furniture out of Dallas. And dude, I hated that thing. I hated that thing. It's like, you better not scratch that paint, boy, it's worth more than you. And it's like, why would you buy a King Ranch for a work truck, my dude? You know, Verse, it hasn't actually been all that bad. You know, I've lost 20 million here and there. But, you know, overall, I'd say it's an improvement from pre 4.0. Hey, Smools. Hey there, Mabu too. Now, Smools, hold on. Truck's got a place. Sometimes you haul stuff that you don't want inside the interior. Because I have driven both for work, and let me tell you, they both got their place. Like, I used to drive a van when I worked at the flower shop. And the van was great. But sometimes you do need a truck. Well, you know, Dragnos, I'm kind of falling apart myself, so I'm there with you, buddy. But we still have ice cream. There's some cool movies coming out. You know, Mickey 17 looks like it's finally going to come out after several delays. And I'm excited for that. Hey, Gideon. Yeah, see, Mobutu, like, that's my thing. I have seen plenty of plenty of loads. Like, okay, so for a little while, I drove a sweeper truck. Like, you know those little trucks that have like the sweeper things mounted under them and they sweep up garbage? I drove one of those for a company. But on days that it broke, whenever we would have a contract with people, we'd have to go out with a regular pickup truck full of buckets and like go hand pick trash out of parking lots with a little like the little grabber things that old folks use. And let me tell you, I do not want those buckets full of trash from parking lots inside a cabin with me ever. Ever. Oh, crap. You think he's buying diamonds? He looks like a diamond buyer. I mean, I'm doing the same thing, but yep. Yep, he sure is. It's not a bad price on scrap. Let's look at something. Let's look at this. Still not that great. Yeah, I guess we'll just go on down to Anvik, Caltag. Dragnos, that's the thing, buddy. Like, believe me, sentiment-wise, I'm there with you. But, as sad as it sounds, you gotta live in the silver lining. Or find a way to keep going. My personal choice is spite. Resist, persist, exist. The best thing you can do against bad times is to outlive them. And wait, I do love me a hatchback. Gideon, not yet. We've been wiki-less so far.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Nah, data tree, like, I know everyone's been all over it, but you're not gonna find anyone selling it. Did it? I guess it did storm again.
Your vehicle has been delivered. Please
Like,
visit
I know
us
there's
again.
places that buy it, but nobody's selling it right now. And Smools, the wall is fixed supposedly in point 2, but until point 2 comes out, it's, you know, not doing much for me. Tell you what, I'm gonna assign you guys some homework. I'm looking for something. It's not confirmed yet. Gideon, I think they buy it. I mean, I guess I could always go give them a visit, but...
Torpedo burrito.
Oh, Coyote. Thank you, Coyote. Thank you, bad. And so far it is Wookiee-less. I'm okay with that, though. But I'm looking for a thing. It's not confirmed yet. But I may possibly be in the market for a Toyota MR2. Now, before you start dropping links, I have some very specific requirements for this Toyota MR2. And Superman, I don't blame you. We're kind of in the interim right now, Super, where I don't know if you were around for the 3.0 release, but it was shaky, dude. It was bad. Real bad. And a lot of people lost faith and hope because the game barely functioned then. And it took till like 3.2 basically for people to start having hope again. Really, probably 3.3. Yeah. I really, really, really miss my MR2 from back in the day. And I'm kind of looking maybe to replace it. But anyway, like I said, I'm looking for a couple of things out of it. One, it's got to be the AW11 platform, which is 84 to 89. I want the Mark 1, not the Mark 2, the Mark 1. The one from the 80s, so it has to be an 80s model. Because I prefer that origami design. 2, gotta have T-tops. And I know that sounds very vain, but I much prefer the T-tops to a sunroof. Like, let me tell you how beautiful a day it is when you are just driving, the T-tops are out, Paul Ingeman is blasting over the radio, push it to the limit, wind in your hair. Can't do that with a sunroof. Gotta be the T-tops. Also, it's a lot easier to flip people off with the T-tops out. Just, you know, we're being 100%, you know, honest. And that's pretty much the hard requirements. Like, I would like it to be in good enough condition that while it doesn't have to be a daily driver, it's not going to need $6,000 in repairs or major body work, you know? Like, I'll take a dent or two. Because who hasn't gotten beat up a little bit since the 80s? God knows I have. And I know this is going to sound silly, but I would prefer a normally aspirated one over a supercharger. I'll take a supercharger if I can, but getting parts for those is a heck of a lot harder than it is the NA models. Because the NA models just use the regular engine from the old Camrys. And I know the supercharged one is the same engine, but rebuilt heavier so it can take the turbo. But there's a lot of different parts that get changed up on it that get harder to find. And I don't feel like dealing with that. I would like to be able to just go steal parts off an old Camry. Also, Gideon, that's another thing. I would say probably a US-based one. I'd like to go pick it up and drive it back. So, you know, somewhere in the US would be nice. Hey, fish! You know, fish, okay, so I found one that a dude is selling. That's had a crap ton of work on it done, and I've seen a few Caldina swaps. But honestly, man, I just want it for touring. I just want to go for a fun Sunday drive. Like, that's my thing, man. I'm not looking to win any track days. I just want to pull up to a drive-thru, give someone a grin, and then peel away. While, you know, listening to a an 80s mixed cassette. Yeah, see, Ethan, that's the thing too. I wanna keep it more stock. Like, I'm not looking for a complete one-to-one restoration. Like, I'll swap out the radio. Oh, Luna. Oh, thank you, Luna. Thank you so much. And I'm so sorry I'm gonna be honest. The last 2 days, I wasn't sick. Now who in the world is showing up to my outpost in my Caterpillar? Don't like that. But yeah, Tuesday, I had to do a bunch of things before the snow hit. And, I was basically racing the snow. And then Wednesday, I'm gonna be honest, I just played in the snow with my dog and took it as a nice little snow day. I know snow doesn't really affect what I do around here, but I still, you know, did it. So I do apologize. There's no way, right? There's no way. Well. Let's just, you know, even if I gotta...
Landing complete.
Let's just...
Launch complete.
Let's just, you know, see if someone left some food on the deck. Yeah, we'll just pick it up. So.
Landing engines offline.
Hey, Derp. Now, Derp, I apologize. Don't I owe you a birthday song? Wasn't it your birthday Tuesday?
Congratulations.
Aw, Smools. Thank you, Smools. Thank you, man. I want you guys to know that I greatly appreciate you. Each and every one of you. Yeah, Luna, I'm sorry. I could have put a note out or something. Here's my issue. I don't like making like those YouTube announcements because it's a notification. And you know, that way everybody gets a notification, they have to go to their app or whatever, and it's like, what is this? What is demanding my attention? And it's me saying something like, "Hey guys, no stream today. Dog." Or, you know, what have you. Now, what in the world is going on here? It's not a contract, it's my own fresh food. Oh, it's free and it's mine. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, farts. I mean, Dragnos, it's like what, 17,000 an SCU? Now what's 17,000 times 8? I mean, that's like a free 100k or so. Maybe I can pick that up from the other plot. Like, okay, even if I get robbed of it, it's not like I spent money on it, right? And Raven, sorry, I don't know if I answered, Ben. I know I was on a little bit of a tangent, whatever you want to say. But doing all right. Meds have been taken. I am going out to a concert later tonight, assuming they're open. Of a local artist. And she is really good. Be playing at a restaurant that a friend of mine works at. So, you know, dinner and a show. Derek, let me ask you, on those whole sea runs, have you been running into any issues with, what do you call that? With demand? Oh, man, Smools, yes. Like, dude, I love my MR2 so much. I had one back in 2014. And I loved it, loved it, loved it. Loved it to death. And sadly, I had a real snag in 2015. Oh, this one works. I ended up losing my job. Everything fell apart really quick. And the head gasket blew. And it was just, I ended up having to sell it because I just could not afford to keep it going. And it's one of the saddest things that's ever happened to me. And believe me, I've had a lot of sad things happen to me. I'm going to count that as one of the saddest, so you know what that meant to me. Like, I cried. I cried so much. And now that I could be in a possible position to replace it, like, I can never get the exact one that I had. But still. Ooh, Wolf. Gee golly, I hope that's somebody that I know. I don't know if that's somebody that I know. Well, I gotta change seats anyway, so. Man, Smools, you are 100 times braver than I'll ever be, my dude. Bikes and I, we go together like water and potassium. Ah, yeah, Terra to Magnus. I know that was the hot run. Oh, it is Wade. Okay. It is somebody I know. Hey, Squirrel. Squirrel, how was the lead earlier? Well, Coyote, there is rumor that they're coming out with a new MR2. And I would love to see it, but the thing is, I hate the modern styling that we have now. So much. Whoopsie. Did I get a crime stat from that? I don't think I did. Okay. The modern styling that we have these days is just not good, you know? It's not good. Like, there's been 3 generations of MR2s. And while the second generation was arguably the best in performance, style-wise, it just, I don't feel it. And the Spider is cool and all. I wouldn't mind the Spider, but I just, as someone who has the inability to move on and is permanently stuck in the past, the old Mark 1 MR2 is just my baby, you know? Oh, yeah, Coyote, if I could get a Hyundai 74. Ooh. Oh! But, I don't have that kind of money or those connections. Unless, of course, there's someone here who works at Hyundai who really likes me and has just not came out and said it. Then that would fix the connections part. But I still wouldn't have the money.
Hey.
Hey, 52 SCU. I will take it. Well, Raymond, it was just sitting there out in the open for free. Like a Looney Tunes trap. Like, imagine if, you know, the coyote had put down a free birdseed sign on a box of fresh food. And yes, squirrel pills have been taken. I live another day. Hey, Phaedrus. Oh, you haven't missed much, Phaedrus. We were talking about Truck Simulator and the MR2 and how I might possibly be in the market for an MR2. So if you happen to see one, let me know. Because I will drive. That's it, Coyote. And communicate in, you know, yard signs. Well, Smools, what you could do is you could take it and then put on a super trippy movie and then wonder if what the movie you saw was the real thing or if it was, or the meds. Phaedrus, I'm looking for the first gen. An AW11 can be any year, but it has to have the T-tops. T-tops are important. And obviously be in America, because I'm willing to drive across the country, because I love trips, but, you know, leaving the country is kind of expensive. But yeah, it's got to have the T-tops. Gotta have a couple of dents in it. You know, who hasn't had a few dents in them since the 80s? But I'd like it to be a semi-daily drive. And I would prefer normally aspirated over supercharged, which I don't think is going to really be an issue. Because they only made 2,000 of the supercharged models anyway. But that's the one that everybody wants. Problem is, it's harder to find parts for. And it does not, like I said, have to be showroom quality. Because one, I wouldn't mind adding some pinstripes and stuff to it. Like, I want it to be nice mechanically sound, but not nice enough that I feel bad about adding things to it. And by things like swapping out the radio or I don't know, some fun synthwave wireframe style paint job decals, or maybe an Autobot emblem here and there. Oh, Squirrel, you remember, okay, I never got to see the full movie, but I saw the clip of when Pee-wee meets Large Marge, which is an iconic moment for anybody who's ever seen it, child or adult. Ooh, Raymond. You know, it was busy. It was busy Tuesday. I woke up super early, and Tuesday was when the snow was hitting. And I had to make a run to Kroger. There's actually a whole story to that. I'll tell you guys here in a second. But dude, they were out of carrots. Carrots, man. Like, how do you, like... Okay, around here, in the south, whenever there is a chance of snow, we run out of 3 things. Milk, eggs, and bread. But for some reason, this time, it was carrots. Wait, hold on, Mike. Which dinosaurs? Which dinosaurs we talking about? And thank you, Coyote. I'll take a look at it.
Quantum drive is now off.
What the sh... Let's see if that carrot has anything on it. Hey, Daniel. Ooh, Phaedrus, you got a link or a DM? It's a little high, but I'm willing to look. I mean, especially if it's in like a primo condition. Also, do you still have to pull up 1.5 meters or kilometers? I bet this thing's been ransacked. The gates are open. So I know back in the day, you had to be within 1.5 kilometers to get a cargo scan. Wow. This guy's doing hauling in a Carrack. Negative, Daniel. They've just named it a weird name. I mean, Derp, I'll take an 87. Like I said, any from the 80s, any 80s MR2 just has to have the T-tops. Like I said, I know that sounds vain, but I am a vain person. Probably even think this song is about me. Hey! Thank you, Phaedrus. Hey, and no worries, man. Like, dude, I get it. Like, okay. Faye, I am in 45 plus Discords. And I gotta tell you, man, even being in one gets tiring sometimes. Because, like, I might not respond all the time, but I'll read through just to make sure there's, you know, no controversy going on that I need to get on top of. And thankfully, we've never had that. But, like, throughout my time on the internet, now that Discord has become a thing, it's just always, hey, Jack, you know, join my Discord. Hey, join our Discord. Hey, join our Discord. And it's not just always Star Citizen stuff. It's just, you know, whatever. And then eventually you end up in 40 some odd plus Discords and you have to mute all of them. Or, you know, set it to mentions only, but turn off everyone in here. And, no, dude, I get it. Sometimes it is just so much easier to not have one or not be on it. Or only log in when you just need to DM somebody or don't want to email. Like, okay, 100%. You invite me to join your Discord, I will. But whenever I see that invitation, I'm going to die a little inside. And it's not like an ego thing. Because, like, half the Discords I am in, nobody has any idea who I am. It's just, you know, oh god, another potential notification source. Oh, this one's dead. Hey, Risey, I will. 100%. Just legit, if you need something, you're going to have to tag me. Yeah, Phaedrus, I did that. And, like, I had a Twitter. I ended up deleting that. I had a... Well, I still got Facebook, but 100%, I only have Facebook so I can prowl through Facebook Marketplace and find weird things on there. And Coyote, 100%. The stream is just the Jack Axton adulation hour. That's exactly what it is. Oh, yeah. See, they've only got 40 SCU anyway. We're just going to sour grapes this whole situation.
Oh, yeah.
It's their own legit, I will. They said, I don't, you'll have to tag me if you need me in a conversation. Oh, Dragnos. Dude, okay, Dragnos, let me tell you about bugs, man. The moment that I was able to convince my group to go fight the bots, we went and did that and never looked back. I am a toaster fighter. 100%. When I'm not playing Helldivers, I listen to the automatons fight music. Like the marching music that they have, it's great. It's why are you white? Was it that cold outside? You know, that is a free Mean Girls setup if anybody wants to get me on that one. Hey, Katana. But yeah, like, okay, so where was I? Are there two different C2s? But anyway, so we went to go fight, you know, I've been fighting toasters pretty much my whole time in Helldivers. And after we got word about the new bugs, like, okay, we'll go fight those. But we left it on difficulty, I forget whatever it was, 7, 8 that we've been slowly building up to. And you want to talk about not being prepared and trauma, as you actually have to start worrying about how many, you know, respawns you have. That was it, man. That was it. Like, we're dying left and right. And there was some accidental sabotage. Because a couple of the people that I play with may have taken one too many edibles. And suddenly that grenade launcher is just aiming a lot of places it shouldn't be. You know, things happen. Well, this isn't a big load, but I guess we're gonna go sell it. But yeah, you know, things happened. Bad things happened. And I'm not going back to the bug front. The bug divers forsook the is that the right word? Forsook? Or forsoaked? They ignored, we'll go with that one. They ignored a lot of the major orders for the bots. And we lost those because of them. So I'm gonna do it to the bug divers and just keep fighting toasters and the occasional illuminate. Luna, if there's a new passenger ship coming out, I might actually go back to Elite. I do like running passengers. And Biker, it's good to see you, man. I owe you an apology. Because you had a birthday, and I was not here for it. No, Raymond, he had it the other day, and I wasn't here for it. I was fighting the snow, or at least chores, while trying to beat the snow. So I do owe Biker a very happy birthday. Yeah, Saron, so this is gonna sound dumb, but if I go back to Elite, I'm going to have to dust off my my flight stick. Because the only way that I could fly in Elite was with my 6 degrees flight stick. That I hope still works, because it's been on a shelf for like 2-3 years. I need to find the C-clamp for it, actually. I wonder, did that company ever come back? Hold on. No. Yeah, Brandon, I heard. And yeah, Death. I mean, not like, you know, full-time, like, abandoning Star Citizen, but I can dip my toes. Well, you see, Wolf, okay, so several years ago, and I mean several years ago, there was a company called Sublight Dynamics. And their whole thing is they were building an all-in-one stick. It was a 6 degrees of freedom joystick. And it basically used a bunch of springs to kind of float. So you could actually move, you know, up, down, forward, backward, left, right. But you also had pitch and yaw with it. And I love that stick, man. I got into their test program. Somehow, I don't know how. I guess like when doing testing, you need like a smart group and an idiot group. And I'm pretty sure I got in on the idiot group. But I got into their test program, and I have one of their sticks. I have a prototype 6 degrees of freedom stick, and it is a prototype, like the exposed, you know, guts and all that. And it's a great stick. It's amazing. Like, it's not the most accurate thing in the world, but when you put all 6, you know, things on there, like, yeah, it's whatever. But it's a great stick. But unfortunately, like, COVID hit hardcore, and yeah, like what Death said, they kind of hit production hell and had to terminate their Kickstarter and refund people. So now I have a super amazing stick sitting on a shelf just gathering dust. And Brandon, I am kind of interested in going VKB. Like, if I go back to Elite, I do have to get a stick setup. So yeah, if there's anybody who is just, I don't know, drowning in money and wants to fund a good idea or, you know, buy off a company and put them back into producing flight sticks, Sublight Dynamics, those guys are cool. I still have their contact info. Gideon, yeah, it's a prototype joystick. It's, hold on. Let me see if I can find a picture of the one that I actually have. Raymond, I actually still have all the firmware for the sticks. Like, I've got it saved in a little Google Drive somewhere. Sorry, I'm just trying to find a picture. I could just take a picture of mine, but it's up against some padding on the wall, so it's black on black. I'll tell you what, here we go. There's a video of it. I'll just link that. That way you can actually see what it looks like. Yeah. This is actually from their YouTube account. But anyway, that's the stick. That's the one that I have. Like I said, it's a good little stick. Yeah, squirrel. Kind of miss flying my, oh god, what was that thing? The cutter? I had to do like a million courier missions just to get that. You know, Phaedrus, I don't know. With all of my circulation issues, I have to prop my feet up when I sit down. And if I did have rudders, I would either have to find a way to awkwardly mount them to my footrests or somehow put them on the wall. If that makes sense. Yeah, Pro, I am mouse and keyboard. Like, I don't mind stick. I have flown stick and mouse before. Or I've even tried to use that 6 Degrees of Freedom stick. But I find that my my best ability is with mouse and keyboard. Now, that could also be because I've got the most experience with it. I'm not very good at adapting to new systems. Just ask me what my keybinds are. Or don't. Better yet, don't. But, yeah. I feel like I fly best with mouse and keyboard. Hey, Tars. Oh, Biker, you're gonna get your song, buddy. In fact, I think you're gonna get it right now. So, just so you guys know, if you're just now joining, Biker had a birthday the other day. Sadly, I was not here for it. So, we're gonna make up for it. So, join in if you know the words. Or, you know, this is your time to mute the stream. Death Factor, I'm looking at you. So, without further ado, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Biker. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Biker. It's a little late, but better late than never. Happy birthday. You know, Face, I really like my keyboard. I think it's a Zoom 98. Gold built it out for me, and it is absolutely beautiful. Has wonderfully smooth keycaps, or what do you call those things? Little clicker bits on the underside. And he even got me the transformer keycaps. So instead of shift, it says transform, and I've got the Autobot logo for escape. Bumblebee for a button that... What is it? Oh, it mutes my sound. Okay, that's what that does. Maybe I shouldn't test that during stream. It's just beautiful, you know? It's wonderful. It's also like 15 freaking pounds. It is heavy. Hey, Kai. I mean, Cindy, I'll do parties, although usually people pay me to shut up. Watch, I bet that one's going to work. And the Zeusy Zeus is going to be in the way. Hey, Silas. And Smools, I get that, man. I really get that. Why does it sound like we're still refueling? Also, that is a lot of power in gun. Why do we have so much power in gun? Hey, Jason.
Launch complete. Docking initiated.
All right. While I am on the slow climb for enough altitude,
Gear up.
I'm going to look at this MR2 that Phaedra's found. And they want a lot for that. Oh, well that's why they want a lot for it. It's only got 67,000 miles on it. Does it have T-tops? Oh, I don't think it's got T-tops. Oh, no. I swear, people always take pictures of these things like they don't want you to see if it has T-tops or not. That is in primo condition, though. Well, Daniel, supposedly they're fixing it with .2, but we'll see how that goes. Well, you see, Pro, the whole reason he built me out a keyboard is because I destroy keyboards. And it's not like I get angry and I get into a rage or whatever. The problem is I type very heavy-handedly. This is gonna sound so dumb. But when I was a kid, I learned to type on a typewriter. And, you know, they take a little bit of force. And also, growing up, I started playing a MUD. Yeah, you guys remember MUDs? And I found out the faster and harder you type, the faster you could, you know, do things. So, I type really heavy-handedly. Really heavy-handedly. And most mass-produced keyboards these days cannot handle that. Like, the longest that I have had a keyboard last is about a year, 2 years, max. But one day, Gold built me out a custom keyboard because he was really into custom keyboards, and it was amazing. It was beautiful. It worked and it survived. Dragnos, I'll have you know my first computer was a Packard Bell. It was a hand-me-down. Took the old 5-inch floppies. Ooh, Luna, was he bitter? Was he bitter about that? Yeah, Kai, that's my problem, dude. Like, I am a big sucker for Logitech mice because of their adjustable wheel, the scroll wheel. But, they don't seem to last super long. Yeah, Silas. Like, my favorite keyboard that I ever had, I swear to God, had actual springs under the keys. And you would type and hit a single key, and it would sound like Sonic the Hedgehog hitting those springs in Sonic 2. It's like you would try to type, and it just goes bong, 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 bong. So, you know, no stealth typing at night. Kai, does it have a does it have the scroll wheel adjust?
Initiated. Docking denied. Landing gear down.
I feel like I'm missing some info off my. There we go. Do you guys think Pinewood actually takes this stuff? I should have double checked.
Landing complete.
I mean, I guess I can check now. Fresh food. Yeah, they do. Raymond carrying fresh food. I looked it up, and they do take it.
Launch complete.
No, that's fair. That's fair. I just remember when I worked at the gun store, you know, these guys who come in
Landing complete.
and like buy a gun for their wives, and they'd go out to the range and then end up getting upset that their wife was a better shot than them, which honestly happened enough to become a trope. Like, I know it's probably gonna ruffle some feathers, but it seemed like where I lived, the women were always better shots than men. Oh, Smools, this thing is... Smools, let me put it like this. Like, I struggled to lift this keyboard. Like, no joke, I think it is legit like 15 pounds. Derp, I believe it, man. I believe it. They used to have these... I don't know what they're called. Some sort of shooting competition out in Texarkana. Like, they basically say go, you turn around, and there's various targets, and you have to proceed through in the time limit. And, like, you're not running around like a Navy SEAL or anything like that, but, you know, you just proceed from one stand to the other. And, we had this girl that actually worked at the gun store. And she would just destroy everybody else. Like, she was good. She also had a super long, like, braided ponytail that went down to, like, her legs. Everybody called her True Grit. Huh. Which one of you did I steal? Was it you? Wasn't you. Okay. How about this? We'll take them all out and just add them back one by one. Or maybe... Okay, that was the stolen one. I got lucky. I mean, Granulous, I was afraid of my mom because she beat me with a PS2. I mean, getting it was right there. If anything, we were just cleaning up, you know? Like, it was just free, ungridded boxes. That's gotta hurt the server, right? And there was nobody around to take it. Yeah, Raymond, that actually just happened to me, too. Oh, yeah, Smools. I mean, everyone gets beat with La Chancla. Like, that's just a rite of passage.
You alright?
Do we want to take Bexolite to Pyro? I don't really know if that's worth it. Man, people really are moving on the fresh food. Now Talos, that was an accident. That one was an accident. I only hit a baby with a hockey puck once, and it was an air hockey puck, and it was an accident. And he was fine. Well, Daniel, right now there is an exploit with the C2 where you can dupe cargo off of it. I won't go into the exact details on how to do it, but that's a big thing right now. So there is a chance that the whole sea routes might be a little bit flooded. Yeah, Alex, I know. That's why I was like, I don't mind leaving it there and just drip selling every time I come back. It's just annoying. I know, Alex. I just haven't wanted to really talk about it. But now that it's out in the open, like, there's a lot of exploits that I know that I just don't want to, you know, thrust out into the public.
Hey.
Trying to steal the attritions. We could do it. Oh, I guess it's still considered locked. Yeah, boss. That's what I prefer. I need to keep working on my hauling contracts. Yeah, that's what I should do. Oh, you see, Luna, I know you weren't saying it, but I'm saying it. That way you don't have to say it. All right. I am still in junior. And then once you roll out of these places, let's see. Planetary. Well, that's probably not going to work. Stems from Everest to Tisa. Now that'll work. So let's take that. Ag supplies from Everest to Terra. You think they actually give a different rep amount? I feel like they do. Whatever. You know what? We'll just pick that one up as well. All right. I'll actually hit these OMs. So yeah, I'm gonna tell you guys about my Tuesday while trying to race the snow. So I had to make a run to Kroger. And I don't know if you guys remember, but the other day, a little while back, my girlfriend had purchased a vehicle. And we'd had to, go to the whole DMV and revenue office, all that, pay the sales tax, and whatnot. Well, the other day, she got a letter in the mail saying that they weren't going to send her the title because we owed them $6.50. Despite paying them what we were told to pay, somehow the state of Arkansas got it wrong by $6.50. And they weren't going to give us tags, or the title, until we paid $6.50. So, I decide while I'm out and about, I'll go and pay that off. I will wait at the revenue office to do that. So I'm at the revenue office. I walk in. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong buttons. Sorry. I had my hand to the right by one key, and it really messed things up there. Anyway. I walk in, I get my little number, you know, the take a number thing. And I am number 22, and they're on 90. And, you know, once it hits 100, it resets. And it gets to, like, number 6. And they announce that they can't take cards. Their card machine has gone down. They can only take cash. And, you know, of course, tons of people are getting upset. As, you know, because it's super inconvenient. And I don't have cash on me. So I've got to go find cash really, really quickly. I have to go find $6.50. And as I walk out the door, they are just rapid firely calling numbers like 6, 7, 8. It's like, oh God, oh God, oh God. Because if this messes up, or if I don't get back in time, I have to wait all over again. So I run next door to Kroger. Buy me a stick of gum. Hit up the cashback thing. And I fly back over as fast as I can. And I walk in the door. And they're calling my number. Number 22. And I walk straight from outside up to that desk. Feeling cool. Super duper cool. Like, oh yeah. Perfect timing. Oh yeah, no, Silas, it is. Although I'll have you know that my my eject button is a two-hand combo because it requires hitting left Alt and L. Wait, Smalls, did I take you out, man? I am sorry. Yeah, send it back. I'll re-accept it. I just had to clear some space off because I was out of room. And Kai, you can. Are you on the shard, or at least are you on? You should be on, right? To navigate my friends list. Actually, let me pull these out right quick so that way Wade can grab them while it's, you know, loading my friends. Guys, you know how my friends list goes. Okay, so these stems go to Tisa. Silas, if you want, I could just narrate it. Although most of the fancy landing is on mouse, I would say. Mouse has not changed. Like, the biggest thing is Q and E are my strafe, left and right. RF is my up and down. Space is my space bar. Caps lock is decoupled. Oh, God. Okay, you said you're online? Ah, there we go. Oh, not chat. Ah! Kai, what? I'm sorry, what was your in-game name again, man? I am blanking. Yeah, like it's not saying that you're Wait as party leader. Hold on, that's why I can't invite you. Okay, I was like, yeah, I know Kai is... For some reason, I can't invite. You guys to know how much brain space I have to dedicate to trying to remember multiple names for people. Yeah, bro, I can show it to you. Let me load up the next batch of cargo. Hey! Thank you, Revenge. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. Oh, no. I think once it grids, I can mess with it. There, now try. Please, maybe I can grid it. Well, Smalls, I think it actually went through finally. Thank you, Revenge. It's good to see you. But yeah, Pro, let me load this cargo onto the lift, and I'll show you what the tractor beam looks like. Nice moves. So anyway, Pro, the tractor beam is not good. Especially because there's an invisible wall. I forgot. So it's even more useless. I forgot that a lot of these stations have a stupid invisible wall. Yeah, but there's no cargo on this side, so I can't even really, like, that's it right there. And it's slightly more useful except for the catwalk being in the way. Where's that 2? There we go. Nope. B is going to go module 2. There we go. Pusha. Yeah, bro, it's... Yeah, like, once we load all this up, because I don't want to, you know, use it as an excuse to get out of work, I will show you just how bad the angle is. Nice revenge. I should spend more time in my fighters. Oh, hold up. There we go. And we'll just put the next ones in the overflow in module 3. What in the... Ow, I fell for a long time. What was that about? And Katana, I haven't heard anything yet. Yeah, Raymond, like, it's not good for my face. I mean, Smools, it's Australia. It's always been, in a relative way, good to me.
Launch complete.
Yeah, Shadowland, I'm sorry. Now, Coyote, that is true. That is overwhelmingly true.
Landing gear up. Shield system offline.
Well, Revenge, I've always found the servers to be quite stable.
Weapons online.
They've always been really nice to me. Oh, Revenge, I know. Like, I remember, like, I know it was like 5-6 years ago when Parliament there basically kept telling people that they only needed email for, or needed internet to check email and basic things like that. Like, no, you know, no gaming, no high-speed stuff. People got ticked about that. Yeah, like I remember, like I think it was IINet finally got decent broadband through Sydney. Like it was oh, what is that network that you guys use down there? Oh, I forget what it is. Oh yeah, Joe. No, the Atlas is great. It just doesn't work super well for the Caterpillar. That's what it was, NBN, yeah. Years for NBN to roll out finally. Yeah, Cody, because you're out in the middle of nowhere, right? You know, I should have just jumped here. I don't have to slow both these contracts. I don't know why I'm taking so much time to do it. You know, Christian, maybe I have a loose box somewhere. My proximity's going off. All right, so I've got an idea, Christian. What if we put the Atlas in the back of that little Argo pickup truck? Oh, Shadow, that's so nice. Oh, yeah, no, forget HughesNet. My grandfather had that for a while, and those guys... jerks. Yeah, Raymond? Which one?
Landing gear down.
Joe, it will not. The Caterpillar really can't take any flying vehicle. The largest thing it can fit is an Ursa. And that is just barely. Well, a Fury. I take it back. It can take a Fury. I don't know it, Raven. I'm glad it's available finally. Dude, I went looking for Doc Martin. And Tubi has it, but only starting at season 3. And I'd kind of like to start at the beginning because that's how stories work. Like, you start with some character and they have character growth, and I sure don't want to come in on season 3. But nobody has it here for streaming. Like, I'd have to purchase it. So I'm going to have to go yo-ho-ho on the high seas for seasons 1 through 2.
Safe zone. Warning, you are leaving the safe zone.
Oh, we came in fast on that. Yeah, we can back up a little more. You think that ever does damage to that bottom turret? Oh, I'm coupled. That's why. There we go. Stems. Well, right now, Christian, this one is an unholy amalgamation of Best in Show and the ghoulish green. Oh, I can't grab that. Yeah, buddy? Yeah? Sorry, I want to work. I'm just not sure if I can. Okay, there we go. There we go. Smools, I will always take my Best in Show. No question. Ooh, Shadow. That sounds like a fun plex to be on. Ah, Smools, everybody on my crew works, and I'm on my crew, so that means I work. To quote Optimus Primal, I would never ask anyone of my crew to do something I wasn't willing to do myself. But the boxes are definitely being weird. You know, Christian, that might work, but I feel like you are really invoking the wrath of Clang there. That's a lot of Clang that could go wrong, you know? Here, Kai, I'll try it if it won't grid for you. Well, looks like he got it. All right. I mean, you know, Raymond, we could find out. I'm willing to find out. You guys want to find out?
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Although, tell you what, we're going to use that food for testing. Kid, it's good to see you, buddy.
Torpedo burrito.
Welcome.
Thank you,
to the
man.
ASOP Vehicle
Thank you.
Retrieval System.
It's good to see you, Ken.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following.
Hope your day is going all right. Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Also, I'm just going to bring it up again for anyone who may have joined after I said it. I am possibly in the market for a Toyota MR2 if you happen to come across one in your area. I do have 3 requirements on it. It must be an 80s model. No 90s, no 2000s. It must have T-tops. And, for sake of having to go get the thing, I would like it to be in America. Because I'll go out and drive and make a heck of a trip out of it. But if it's in, like, I don't know, Zimbabwe, that's a drive. Yeah, see, Shadowin, I had an 88 supercharged. And I loved it to death. But I found myself becoming catastrophically poor very quickly. And I had engine trouble, and I was forced to sell the thing. And while it's not confirmed, I might be able to buy one back. And I sure would like to be in one again. Ah, Ken, I am sorry. The winner for that one was Finlay, out of Ireland. Shadow, that's fair. Like, this thing doesn't have to be showroom fresh. But I would like one that is mechanically reliable. And that isn't dented up too badly. Like, I'll take a dent or two, because, you know, what isn't dented up at this point? But I would like it to be more out of the shop than in it.
Your vehicle has been delivered.
Hey, Astro. But yeah, if you know anybody selling an MR2 and it meets those prerequisites, let me know. Let me know. Kai? Are you? Oh no.
Welcome to the ASOP
Kai?
vehicle retrieval system. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following.
Yes, Carly, I want to buy an MR2. Kai, you might have to log out and log back in, buddy.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
I don't know if I can retrieve you.
Vehicle selected. Stand by. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
I mean, Raylan, I feel like it was less of a store and more of a he fell. Yeah, Carly, I'm after the Toyota Mark II. Or MR2. Technically, it's the Mark 1B. I miss having the T-tops out, the windows down, listening to some guitar and an 80s song that sounds like a wolf howling at the moon. There's songs that actually use the word boogie. Maybe some Bob Seger. Man, cruising to some Bob Seger, that's a fun thing right there. Hollywood Nights blasting while you're going through a downtown area. Hollywood Nights. Hollywood Hills. Just hearing that engine right behind you. That's what I love about the car. Like, it's a mid-engine, so like the engine is literally right behind the driver's seat. And it was always so fun to do like those goofy dad jokes when you'd show someone the car, because you'd like lift the front hood to the frunk and go, and this is my engine, and then you go, oh no, someone stole my engine. What happened? And then you show them the real engine. Well, you know, Death, I just, listen, I was raised by my grandparents, and they were old. So, you know, like, I had to play a lot of catch up to modern things, man. Like I said, my first concert was the Monkees. That is true, Luna. The good thing about the original MR2 is it actually used the engine from the Toyota Camry. So engine parts are all over the place and they're pretty much bulletproof. Wow. Glad he had the idea that I had. Nope. Wait, how much does your character weigh? Huh, yeah. Now I can drag it across the floor, but I can't lift. What is their deal with this thing? You know, Brandon, I feel like finding that in the States would be a little bit harder than the old MR2. Although, if you got a link to one, let me know. Yeah, C Pro, like I don't know if you're still here, but this is how much access I have to my cargo modules. You literally cannot see inside them. See, Death, I as a kid, I desperately wanted the city life. I wanted to grow up in a city. Like, I'd see episodes of Hey Arnold, and it's like, my God, I want that. There was this little apartment close to the high school in my town. And in reality, the apartment was garbage. It was awful. It was falling apart. But as a kid, I thought there was nothing more prestigious than living in that apartment, being in the city, where you could just walk across the street to a gas station and get a chocolate bar. Like, the closest place to me that I could buy something was 3 miles. Why can't I use this one? Somehow in nav mode? No. This one is slightly better. I don't know why I can't enter it right now, but due to the catwalks, you can't really throw anything in here. So, yeah. Guy, you back? Just gonna wait for you before takeoff. thank you, Pro. And yeah, no, they don't make much sense. Oh, death, that sounds so nice. No worries, Kai, we'll wait. Maybe I can find something coming from here. Yeah, exactly, Horn. Like, Arnold would have been rich. Oh, Kai, are you sure? Oh, Luna. An FJ Cruiser. I remember. Okay, so I worked at a GM dealership in 2012. And this dude came in and he wanted to buy a new truck so he could impress people at a New Year's party. Like, he was just buying a truck to impress people at a party he was about to go to. And he rolls up at an FJ Cruiser and decides he's going to trade this thing in for a GMC truck. And man, talk about watching someone pay like $30,000 for the biggest downgrade ever. Oh, dude, like, I wish I could have just gone to places like that, man. Like, when I was younger, like single digits, my dad, in his infinite wisdom that I appreciated, bought a go-kart. And since I lived out in the country, you know, I could pretty much drive that thing anywhere. And I did. Whenever I had like a fundraiser, I'd strap a 10 or a 5-gallon gas can to the back, set on my fundraiser catalog, and just drive for miles down all the back roads selling fundraiser stuff to people. How I didn't get kidnapped and wind up on the news, I'll never know. Because, like, these old people would just, like, let me inside, sitting down in their homes while I went through this catalog, selling them overpriced, I don't know, cookie holders. Oh, yeah, wait, it was like the 2-seater with no safety, anything, no seat belt, no cage, basically just a wire flat frame and a seat. And Smools, you can say hi, but I am headed out to, I think the Terra Gateway. So we're going to be off the beaten path a little bit. And sadly, I didn't get to use that go-kart to visit my friends a lot, because the one friend that I had lived 40 minutes outside of town. And then when I got to 7th grade, the second friend I made lived 40 minutes outside of town, but in the other direction. So that had to wait until I could actually drive. Yeah, Smools, but that shouldn't affect my MFDs, right? Here, we'll try this.
Your systems are offline.
There we go.
Weapons offline. Engines online. Shield system offline. Weapons online.
I shouldn't have to have power in my quantum drive to have my MFDs. And Shadow, there is nothing wrong with the Honda Odyssey. The Honda Odyssey slaps. But yeah, Smools, I couldn't click on it because I didn't have MFDs. I can click it now. Like, I know people hear Honda Odyssey and scoff, but dude, like, we've got a 2003 Honda Odyssey that's in the family here, owned by my girlfriend's grandparents, and we use it on trips. And dude, for being a 21-year-old family van, that thing is amazing. Like, it's got an excellent ride quality, suspiciously decent mileage for a van. Like, if I had to get a van, it would be a Honda Odyssey, and I would be proud. Like, I wouldn't, like, you roll up to me at a red light and you laugh at me. It's like, all right, buddy, I got me a smooth, comfortable ride. I got comfortable seating for like 7, man. Look at this cargo capacity. Look at this back seat that folds down for extra cargo. Like, the Honda Odyssey is that one goober at your workplace who nobody suspects actually runs like marathons in their spare time, but they just dress in baggy clothing, so you never see, like, you know, the fit muscles they have underneath. Nice derp. I guess maybe hauling is the way to go, huh? No, and I get it, Shadow. Like, I've got so many rinky-dink, rare cars that I've let go, and I've been so sad about. Like, honestly, I kind of want to go back to my Geo Metro convertible. I mean, the thing had no power and is basically a poot in the wind, but that is probably the thing that I have had the most fun in while driving. Like, I think you have more fun in a car that doesn't have a whole lot of power than a car that has too much power for today's roads. And yeah, Justin, what Honda do you got? Well, Christian, I wouldn't call it hauling, but I had a pharmacy job where I delivered medicine all over Texas and Arkansas. And I do anywhere from 800 to 1,400 miles a week in a little Honda CRZ, going down some of the most awful, washed out dirt back roads ever. Like, I'd go to hospitals, I'd go to retirement homes, people's houses, some of these crazy houses way in the middle of nowhere. I got some wild stories from there. And like, occasionally you walk in and the person's dead and you're the first person to find them and no one has seen them in several days. But, you know, that's the nature of the industry. And then I had a job at a floral place delivering flowers and setting up for events and picking up furniture, because we also did decorating for really rich people. You know, rich people just hire folks to do the decorating of their house for them. Like, there was this one lady that we did decorating for every 3 to 4 months because she wanted seasonal decorating. And those were trailer days when I'd have to bring a trailer. I hated her. And then I used to deliver sandwiches for Jimmy John's. Which, you know, that's not really hauling. It's a sandwich, but still. No, Luna, I get that. I get that. Keep the miles low and the price high.
Shield system online. Landing gear down.
Pro, if you're talking pharmacy job, the pay was decent. At least I thought it was decent.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Was, at the time, $12 an hour. And all the overtime I could ask for, and some of the overtime I didn't ask for. And at the time, minimum wage was $7 an hour. Well, $7.25, which it still is in some places. And I figured getting paid to go to all these cool places in a company car, jamming out to my own tunes or whatever, and not having to do a lot of office work was pretty preem. And yeah, like, you know, bad things would happen. And I had to be out in rain or snow or sun or whatever. Because people needed their meds. And you ended up some gnarly places. Like, I went down this one road that it got washed out so bad. Like, that my car got stuck.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Hardcore. And I ended up having to get a tow truck out there. Because usually we could just, like, dig it out. Or put down like a row of sticks and use that to drive over. But I had to get a tow truck out there and the tow truck couldn't get to me. And then I ended up having to use a winch like 100 feet and drag my car. But I met a lot of nice people. Some jerks too. And I'm gonna tell you, if you got family in a nursing home, and you like them, go visit them. It would mean the world to them. Now, if you don't like them, you know, go for it. I got plenty of people I plan to put in the home and never look back, but if you do like them, please. It would mean a lot. And yeah, Christian, you know, when I first got into this, into Star Citizen, I was at the pharmacy. And I, was like, yeah, I'm gonna do medical work. You know, search and rescue. I realized I just kind of transitioned to hauling. Well, you know, Justin, 125 ain't too bad in today's world. God, most car parts these days are an arm and a leg. You know, my first car was a 1994 Nissan Sentra. And God, I miss that car. The Nissan Sentra was the most bulletproof, teenager-resistant thing that I have ever driven in my life. Like, I drove that thing without the oil pan. Not willingly, mind you. I ended up scraping it off in a incident. But, that thing was unkillable. And Astro, tell us about trucking for a living. What do you mean, Gideon? And these days, it's all crossover SUVs. What's wrong with the sedan? You know, most of us have families, have to haul them around. Sedan's a good way to do that. How is a sedan dead in Europe? I thought you guys would be the king of sedans. Oh, no, okay. Turns out we still got this puppy. All right. Hey, no, and nothing wrong with the Ford Escort. Like, okay, listen. Unless you are just well-to-do, your first car, and usually your second, third, fourth, and fifth, you get what you get, you know? You get what is available to you. Like, I drove a PT Cruiser for a while. You know why? Because that's what was available to me. My grandmother got it for me. And, Kai, where in the world did you come from? Like, my options were PT Cruiser from drunk grandmother, who believed that every red-blooded American should own a PT Cruiser, or say, no thank you, grandmother. I can walk everywhere like Jesus. So, yeah, I went with a PT Cruiser. Oh, yeah, Gideon, that never really took off over here. The estate car, that was a fancy thing. In America, you only did that if you had money. Ooh, Wade. That is a nice first car. And yeah, everything here now is SUVs and crossovers. And I prefer a traditional car. Hatchback or otherwise. I'm not a big fan of the SUV design. Coyote, you and me both. I had an El Camino for a while. And that was a fun ride. Leonard Skinner cassette and everything.
Thank you, and please visit again.
You know, Kai, I like your mom. I would have gone the Miata. Ooh, Raven. You know, I've always wanted to be in a classic taxi cab. I don't think they exist anymore. But, I'd like to be. Oh, derp. The Cutlass. Those things were bulletproof. I wish those things were still around. Pyro to Everest. We're just gonna go and accept that. I know I'm not going about this way the most efficient, but, you know. Everest. Genie to Everest.
Weapons offline.
Everest to Terra. Yeah, why not? I'll take that. Go hit Pyro. That's it, overkill.
System offline.
Yeah, Wade, I had somebody put a tiny dent in my MR2 and drove off. At the courthouse, no less. And if I had been there, I would not be streaming right now. I'd probably still be in prison. Hey, TPT. Oh, Coyote, that'd be nice. That would be nice. Like, my girlfriend's got this Subaru Crosstrek, and you know, it's just basically a lifted Impreza. And that is very nice, and it makes me want a WRX. Not as much as an MR2, obviously, but man, Talos, I love those. I miss boxcars. Boxcars need to come back. I know they won't because of aerodynamics and changing in safety parameters and whatnot. But the boxcars of the 80s and 90s just had a beautiful design. Hey, there's nothing wrong with Volvo, except getting parts for them here is a nightmare. I had a friend who had a Volvo. Didn't last long. Now, just so you guys know, I am going to have to go probably right around 5. Because I have got to get ready for a concert tonight. Yeah, DPT, there's a local artist that my friend really enjoys. I'm gonna go see her. Like, I've heard a few of her songs, and she's really good. It's gonna be playing at a restaurant that she also works at. My friend, not the artist. So, dinner and a show, you know? Well, sorry, 5 p.m. for me is about an hour from now.
Landing shield system online.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay. That
But
request
it's,
has already been granted.
A lady called Emily Fenton. If you're curious, I do think she is on Spotify and YouTube. She's got a song called Hello from Planet Earth that's really enjoyable. Might not be your style, but I enjoy it.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
It seems really loud. A lot louder than what it used to be. Nah, kid, you're good. I think it just rolled out. Oh, Raymond, dude, you and me both, man. My dad tried to drive motorcycles almost exclusively for a while. And, never learned his lesson. Because the dude wrecked every single vehicle he owned, sometimes multiple times. And, in the end, that's what killed him. And I remember being on a motorcycle on the back and thinking, Jesus, this is awful. I want to get off this ride. Mom, come get me. I never want to be on this stupid thing again. Yeah, Justin, you guys having fun with it? That might be it, Berlin. Might just be my audio. Yeah, no, like, you dudes out there riding bikes, I don't know how you do it, man. Like, I know it's gotta feel amazing being the actual driver. But that is not something I could ever do. Oh yeah, Raymond. Oh yeah. Yeah, see, Derp, okay, so when I got into cycling, and, I mean, I didn't go particularly fast or anything, I just used it for, you know, getting around town, replacing my car, basically. The dude that worked at the shop that I, would go to, he used to do motorbike racing. Like, that hardcore stuff. What was his name? Vaughn. His name was Vaughn. And he was an old dude, like 70s, 80s. And, he actually went from doing, you know, rocket bikes to cycling. And I was just always like, how in the world can that be fun for him? Going from doing those ridiculous speeds to... Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, I stole that from you. To that. But, he said he got older and wanted to be around for his family. So, you know, he started racing things that capped out at 30, 40 miles an hour. I mean, Smools, I feel like if you're doing over 100 miles an hour on a closed course, you're doing hardcore racing. Actually, hold on. I think he did do Isle of Man. Hold up. Let me read this right quick. I can't recognize that this is him. Because, you know, he's got a helmet on. You know, I'll look that up later. Yeah, see, Talos, like, my dad loved his bikes, but he would never own a Harley. He always owned Hondas. They were a lot easier for him to put back together. And as many times as he got hit, he had to put them together all the time. I remember one time he got hit by a semi-truck. He got clotheslined by the trailer because it pulled out in front of him. And he's in the ICU. And he checked himself out of the ICU early. Dragged his butt home. And started working on putting his motorcycle back together in the kitchen. Can we leave? Is it not gonna let me? Can we?
You are clear to launch.
There we go.
Engines online.
Well, it finally got him one day. I also know he had a glass tube in his eyelid
Landing.
from a motorcycle wreck back in the early 90s. I forget what exactly happened, but like it drained into his nose. So he would have to like do that hawking cough every now and then just to drain the fluid. Oh, Ken, it's not like he cooked a lot, so it was the largest empty space that, you know, could be utilized. Oh, yeah, Death. No, I was talking about my dad, his various motorcycle accidents. Where am I going? Everest. No, Gira, not at all. Every day I open it up and I watch it come up and I feel a sense of pride in it. Yeah, see, Smools, fastest I've ever gone in a vehicle piloted by me, I think, was 110, 120. And that was actually in the MR2. And I'll never do it again. I am a Sunday driver now. And I don't mind being a Sunday driver. I like to stop and smell the roses. Hey, no, that governor is there for you, Wade. That governor is there for you. I do feel like it's more fun to go fast in a car not meant to go fast. Because usually that car is hanging on for its dear life, you know? No, Smooth, I don't think I've ever actually been in an Audi. Oh, that actually calculated it right. The crap was that? Did you guys hear that? Oh, Alexander, it's great, isn't it? Getting your steps in. Yeah, see, Smools, like, it's fun to go fast. But I want to be in something that's also fun to drive. And by that I mean, I live in a place that has speed limits and rules and regulations for the roads. And I figure it's probably a lot more fun to sit in a WRX that, while it's fast and can take corners, also has decent seating, than it is to sit in something like a Murcielago, you know? Oh, you're in Japan now, huh? Should swing by that giant in-scale layout where you can rent it, put trains on it. Oh, Ken, I remember that episode. Actually, I think that was the movie. I think it was the very end of the movie.
Landing gear down.
Yeah, see, Raymond, I feel that exactly. I feel that. Come on. Put up. Nope, nope. You were doing it. There you go. Yeah, exactly, Wade. I love driving a tiny car because you can just fit in so many places that normal cars can't. Like, if there was one thing I learned from helping my dad repo cars, heck of a lot easier to get a tiny car in and out of places than a truck. Or some big chunker. Also, a lot of people never paid for their Chevy Avios. Oh, Justin. Justin. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. You are most assuredly welcome. Thank you, Justin. Well, there's always CitizenCon or Bar Citizens. Would you like to show up to those on occasion? And Ken, it's never bad to have something, you know, tiny in your pocket that you can call up at an outpost to use to get away. Thank you, Ben. Believe me, I've had a lot of practice flying mouse and keyboard. See what I don't miss, though? About the MR2. The traction, especially up front. I remember once I was pulling into a parking spot, and there was like a little Burger King bag, and I hit the brakes because, you know, that's how you slow down. That's how physics works. And I happened to catch on the paper bag as I'm hitting the brakes, and my car actually slipped. It slipped on the bag like a Looney Tunes character, and I went about 3 extra feet than I meant to. And it was both scary because, you know, I was going more than I intended to, and embarrassing. Oh, Smools, you got that trifecta. Oh, you know, Wade, I think there's one coming up in Dallas very, very soon. If I remember right, I think Buster's putting it. Oh, Harry, yeah, no, if it had been a banana peel, that car would have been done, man. That car would have been done. I will say, when I had that MR2, it really made me want to own an M50 in Star Citizen. You know, Wade, I think there was an MR2 for sale in Dallas. It was a little beat up. Maybe I could pick that up, go to Bar Citizen, drive it back. Hey, Smools, how far away is Yuda? I don't know how you'd spell it in Japanese, but it's like E-U-D-A. I get advertisements for them on Facebook sometimes, but their ads are always like, please take this survey so we can find out how to attract more tourists. And we want to know how to bring people to Yuda. And I just think it's very earnest and honest. And honestly, kind of adorable. And I would love to go to Yuta one day just to be like, hey, I got your survey and I'm here. Yeah, I think that's it. It might be super far away. I don't have, you know, all the geography memorized. But, their government website looks very pretty. I'm gonna go with the E. I think it's with the E. Hold on. Let me look it up. Okay, yeah, with the E. I think that's the one that I've seen. Maybe, you know what? Hold on. Give me a second. I've got it saved. I've got it saved on my phone. Let me just look it up. Let's see, where did I put that? I want to say they had hot springs, but I feel like that might just be a feature most places. Where did I write that down? I know I wrote that down. I guess I'll have to look it up later. I've already made these guys do all the work for me. I want to say there was an E in it. Wait, isn't there like a city in Japan called, or spelled UEDA? Well, in English anyway. All right, where's this one even go? Oh, back to Terra. I mean, I don't know like what region of Japan it's in. Maybe I can look it up on my way to Terra.
Engines offline. Engines online. Launch complete. Landing gear shield system offline.
Welcome back, Justin. Yeah, no, I'm gonna find this while we're in the pipe. I remember their official tourism website had a, let's see. Yeah, okay. I found it. Yeah, Ueda City. UEDA. It is 90 minutes by train outside of Tokyo. I'm gonna link their website. This place. Well, Ken, don't forget to dye your hair. So everybody knows that you're the pro tag. Oh, dankest. Man, I am sorry. Dankest, I think the workaround right now is just to exit the game and not complete that contract if you get a screw up contract. I think that's the only way around it right now. I don't know why they haven't negated the ridiculous rep loss. Yeah, thank you, Renegade. Hey, Pete. You know, Ken, I always really enjoy seeing like American characters in older anime, and I want to be that kind of American. Just the huge spiky blonde hair, the aviator sunglasses, the all-American bandana. Yeah, Justin, welcome back. Yeah, see, Smalls, I'd go there so I could tell them that their survey thing worked. Yeah, see, Dank, it's like I'm working on my rep now, and I'm only up to... what am I up to? Yeah, I'm still deep in the woods in Junior. That's probably 5 more contracts minimum. Yeah, like Guile. Or that one character in the anime that I have no idea what it is, who says that everywhere belongs to America. I have no idea what anime it is, but he tells someone to get out of America, and he's like, but this is Japan. And he goes, everywhere belongs to America. I feel like that would probably be like one of those old Gundam cartoons. I'm trying to remember what that was, but I've only ever seen it on the internet.
Shield system online. Landing gear down.
And I can make it go a lot faster if I actually went through the list and did multiple contracts at once that were going to the same place. But, I mean, I don't mind being inefficient with it. Well, yeah, kid, it was just fun. It was a fun trope. Like, even if it was wrong, it was a fun trope. Like, yeah, that's it. Hey, Rust. Oh, I'm just working on my hauling missions. Decided I would finally start getting my rep up. Wait, where are... Okay, looks like you got free. I mean, you can. I keep mine separated because even though they may have fixed it, I got really badly burned on the cargo doubling up at times. So I send mine down one at a time just to be safe, but... Yeah, Rust? What you working towards? Raymond I do, but I only ever saw like 2 episodes. It used to come on PBS late at night. Oh yeah, Ken. It is being worked on, Ken. It'll probably be like a nice 20-30 minute video by the time I get it finished. Because I want to cover everything from the basics to routes to different types of routes different ships can take to what to avoid. Ah, yeah. At that point, yeah, you'll need the whole sea. The whole sea is a very naughty boy right now. Oh, kid. Thank you, kid. And you should keep your Star Lancer. It's a good ship. I love my Star Lancer. I don't fly it a lot on stream. But I do fly it a lot when I'm playing just, you know, by myself. It's just a fun ship. It's a really fun ship. Now, how far did that push me up? Not as far as I was hoping. Okay, maybe we will stack some. Junior, we're looking for... I could have swore direct would be... I guess that is technically direct, isn't it? It's just 3 different things. Trezler. One day they'll organize these things. That'll be nice. I could have swore I just had one that went from Cruel 1 to Everest. Let's take that. Check these again. Cruel 1 to Port Trezler. That is Cruel 1 to Everest. Start from the bottom. Oh, it's got a Port Trezler in it. Okay, well, we'll just take what we got. It's a nice double load going the same way. Oh yeah, Luna. Yeah, Renegade. Like, if I could get it organized the way that Truck Simulator does it, that would be great. Raymond, that would be Transformers Beast Wars. Because I absolutely had to catch it. Followed up by Wishbone, Kratz Creatures, Batman Beyond. Guy, get on. Kai, are you on board? Okay, yeah, you're there. Okay, good deal.
Engines online.
You are clear to launch.
Yeah, wait, I went through a phase where I watched Tremors 3 every day for 2 months after school. And I don't want to hear anything. Tremors 3 is awesome.
Quantum fuel 100%.
Okay. Let this thing out. Take it to Crew L1. Of course. Scare you? How so?
Shield system offline.
Oh, squirrel. Good luck, man. That's a gnarly shift. You know, Skull, I never got to watch Robotech. Now, Skull, was that the one that got, like a couple of other animes kind of mixed in with it? Like they took footage from other shows? Yeah. Yeah, I remember being told about that. Ooh, Smools, tell us more. Ninja Gaiden, Ninja Scroll, Ninja... That's all the ninjas I know.
Is now off.
You know, Pro, I remember Rocco. I didn't get to watch a lot of it. Because, I lived in the city for about a year as a kid. And that was 1995, so I was still in kindergarten. But I do remember Rocco's Modern Life coming on. And I had no idea what a wallaby was.
Landing gear down.
I don't know, Skull. You guys had, like, what? Clutch Cargo. Oh, what is another cartoon? Actually, Clutch Cargo may have been earlier. There's Clutch Cargo. There was another one. Had the exact same animation style. It was a space show. Oh, what was that called? The Scorpion? The Sentinel? It was the something. Had the exact same animation where there was no actual animation, but just a cutout for people's mouths to talk. Oh, what was that? Oh, Dutch. Okay, well then I'm not even anywhere near the realm of what you guys had. Oh, Dragnos, I just love my Caterpillar, you know? Like, it feels better with a crew. I mean, the cargo capacity helps for trade. Now, I know it says it doesn't really matter, but like I said, I've been hurt before, so I'm going to do these separately. And then, once we drop this stuff off, I'm going to call it. Yeah, see, I haven't got to see Akira yet. I know, I know. Putting it off for now. We see, Ken, we're in the same boat then, buddy. We're good. We're good. Oh, I saw Jace and the Wheeled Warriors. Visionaries. Oh, what was another one? There was one that was super toyetic. It was early 90s. It was about like a high school football team that went back to Camelot and had a whole bunch of He-Man like super gimmicky armor and weapons and whatnot. Like the show itself was terrible, but it had the most amazing theme song. Like the theme song went way too hard for a kid's show. Oh, what was that? Knights of the Round Table, yeah. Like the theme song is just King Arthur and the Knights of Justice. That's what it was called. King Arthur and the Knights of Justice. Like, you don't have to watch it, but I would definitely look up the intro. The theme song is amazing. Okay. I think we're good from there. That sounds right, Talos. Man, that a really good theme song. Yeah, Skull, have a good night, man. I'm actually not around for much longer. Like I said, we're gonna haul this to Everest and then call it. Welcome back, Dankus. And don't worry, we won't tell anybody. You know, I never got to see Fist of the North Star either. Which is a shame. I would probably really enjoy it for all the punching. Right. Now, Smools, I will tell you. The fastest way to get me to not watch something is to try to get me to watch it hardcore. The more pressure that's put on, the longer I'll go without watching it. And I know that sounds jerky, but I am, sadly, a hipster. And the more that I am told that I need to watch something, ooh. Just out of spite. Like, I know a lot of people say that, you know, live your life for peace, happiness, or whatnot, but the thing that gets me out of bed and keeps me going is spite. Absolute spite. Like, okay, I'm gonna tell you guys something evil, alright?
Congratulations.
Really evil. Kid. Well, you see, now I have to figure out what to do because Ken has just paid me money to watch a thing. Now, Ken, I have watched Cowboy Bebop. I have seen Cowboy, like, I haven't finished the whole thing, but I have seen several episodes. Now, I don't know if it matters that they were in Chinese with some oddball translations because I watched them at my friend Zing's house and his cousin's Piracy Empire, but I have watched a lot of Cowboy Bebop. Now, Death, I have not seen RoboCop 2 yet. It is on the list, but movies happen slowly in my house.
Launch.
Now, I saw Starship Troopers back in, like, '04. Granted, I need to see it again because I was a teenager. Alright, so I'm gonna tell you guys something evil. Okay, just stick with me, okay? Stick with me. But so I'm in a Discord. And it's not like a gaming Discord or anything like that. Just, you know, some people that I know. And one of these people I don't like. At all. Yeah. Thank you, kid. And Spools, no, it's not I never agreed to that. I never. All super chats are considered donations and are not beholden to contracts. Yes, that's it. Yes, yeah. Now, Spools, if it does help, it is on the list. It is on the list. It's just, it takes me forever to get around to watching anime. Like, okay, so out of all the things that I should actually watch, that I have meant to watch, you know what the last anime I watched was? Little Women. Did you know that Little Women got an anime?
Torpedo burrito.
Did you? Kids. Thank you, kid. A Death I haven't. It was actually just in theaters not too long back. But yeah, no, like Little Women got an anime. It's on Tubi. And I've watched a couple of episodes and it doesn't follow the book super close. You know, Christian, you're not entirely wrong, actually. But yeah, no, legit, Little Women got an anime, and it's like 3 or 4 seasons. It's very long. And it's like a 90s anime. And now, like, I'm not actually going to watch the whole thing. Like, I've just watched a few episodes. But, that was the last anime that I watched. And before that, it was... I want to say Howl's Moving Castle, maybe. It was in theaters a little while back. Yeah. See, Vampire Hunter D is on my list. Here's the thing. I have to go back and finish the animes that I saw as a teenager, but never got to actually finish. And that is like Yu Yu Hakusho, Rurouni Kenshin.
Fuel is at 75%.
And like, I know Yu Yu Hakusho just kind of evolves into a bunch of tournaments. That's where I came in, was during the whole dark tournament thing. But I only ever got to see like 6 or 7 episodes. No, I saw One Punch Man. That was nice. You know, that gets a season every 5 years. And I saw the Cyberpunk anime. Just please don't ask me to do One Piece. I can't. I tried and I can't. And like, listen, man, like I got kidney disease. I don't think I'm gonna last long enough to get through 1,000 episodes. I gotcha, Smools. No, I feel that. I feel that. Rebecca was best character. I'm sorry, Death, what? ICP got an anime? You know what? Good for them. Good for them. Now, we are talking about Insane Clown Posse, right? Good for them. Now, Brendan, I will actually take that one into consideration. This is going to sound really dumb, but I enjoy things where people punch people, or it is about the punching. I know that sounds very silly or just hyper specific, but it's better if the punches are just normal. Or just exaggeratedly normal, like One Punch Man. Like, you know, his whole thing is just, he's just a guy. Death, how you gonna troll me like that? I was hoping it was gonna be something weird like that, oh, what is that one anime where Jesus and Buddha are roommates? And like they have a little apartment in Japan because they're checking out the world for a while. What is that anime called? I enjoyed the one episode of that I saw. I need to go back and actually watch that. Yeah, see, Brandon, I'd be all over that.
Shield system online.
You know, Death, I can't help but notice that the proliferation of the Kool-Aid Man brought down the Berlin Wall. Because the more advertisements they had with the Kool-Aid Man, the closer we got to the reunification of Germany. I'm totally sure that's a thing. Smools, I have no idea what it's called. I just remember catching a clip of it and then seeing an episode where, like, oh, what was it? Like, they go to, like, a hot springs or a spa or a sauna or whatever, and it was just really fun. I want an anime where the world has stopped having wars and all conflicts are decided by their leaders having like one-on-one boxing matches or just mixed martial arts matches. Like if you combine that one Gundam series where they had like national Gundams that they used to fight over who would control the space lanes. But it's just like them punching each other out. So it's like, you know, Germany has a trade dispute with, I don't know, Portugal, like Merkel and whoever the leader of Portugal is. I'm sorry, Portugal. You know, they would have like a mixed martial arts fight about it. Call it like presidential punch out or something. I'm sorry to the people of Portugal. I haven't looked your guys' president up or the presidential equivalent in a while, so I've forgotten. Oh, no, Death. The one I'm talking about has Buddha and Jesus as roommates. Sorry, I was just mentioning one particular episode that I saw. One second. I know I have it written down somewhere. It's called Saint Young Men. That's the one that I'm talking about. Yeah, sorry, my bad, Death. Although if you happen to have that one on your Plex server, that'd be that'd be cool. Oh, this ain't a good sign, is it? There we go. Oh, Horn, I remember the show, but I never got to watch it. What the... it's a good time to... Yeah, buddy? Oh, that's not good. That's... Oh, thank you, Death. I greatly appreciate that. See, I'm gonna finish Saint Young Men, and then I'll watch... What was it again? Cowboy Bebop and Fist of the North Star? No, Ken, I haven't. It's been quite nice. And honestly, at this point, Ken, I'll risk it. Yeah, Horn, it's just gently encouraging me to, OSHA! 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 Oh, things are bad. Things are bad. You were saying, Ken? You know what? I know earlier I said that I would never ask my crew to do something I wasn't willing to do myself. But these boxes are a little... angry. And Death, I know all about Grave of the Fireflies. I don't know if I'm ready for that, man. I do not know if I'm ready for that. Oh, kid, is the reboot actually good? Oh, interesting. Might put that on my plate too. No, Jess, I don't think I will. I know enough about Food Wars to know that I probably shouldn't. Oh, what problem is it having now? Ah, okay. Sounds like it went through. Just double check. Yep. Now, what is my rep at? So close! Well, I'll knock that out tomorrow. Because I have to go get ready for this concert. So, let's open the wallet. The wallet. Oh, I know how that goes, Death. I have seen the clips. Oh, Smalls, it's just a little concert. There's a local artist here named Emily Fenton. And she's nice, and she's going to be playing at a restaurant that a friend of mine works at. So, gonna go catch that dinner and a show. It's nothing huge, not Leonard Skinner or Charlie Daniels or what's a modern what do the kids listen to these days? Kendrick? Drake? That's a thing, right? Don't they have a beef or something going on? Like, the most recent concert... Oh, God. What was the last concert I went to? Oh, God. What was the last concert I went to? That's gonna bother me. Anyway, what was I doing? Yeah, money. All right, you guys get 200K? I should probably honestly pay you more for the rep hit. Like, I'm trying to remember the last concert I purposely went to. Like, I went to Trans-Siberian Orchestra with a friend's mom. Because she had tickets, but he couldn't go. And I really enjoy their concept albums. Like, Beethoven's Last Night, absolute. Primo, wonderful. But they make all their money from the Christmas stuff, and I get it. Like, you gotta eat. As an artist, it is hard to eat, but I don't know. It's the same show every year. And for some reason, they try to work some sort of story plot into it, and they can't wrap it up correctly. And it's just, I miss when they had a rock opera about, like, the devil trying to bargain with Beethoven over his soul, and his bitterness as he slowly descended into deafness and whatnot. Like, that was a great album. Or what was that other one they had? Night Castle? That was good. Jen, I'm not able to click it just yet, but I'm pretty sure that's it. She's got a song called Hello from Planet Earth. I don't know if it's one of her more popular ones, but it's the one that I like.
Welcome.
I mean, wait, take it. Take it. I don't care about the money. Because, like, okay, even if we apply the whole pyramid scheme things to it. I don't care about the money. And if everyone helps everybody, you know, get into hauling ships, then everybody gets to make money.
Your vehicle has been moved to our storage.
And that helps out everybody around here.
Visit us again. Goodbye.
No, that's fair. That's fair. There's a nice YouTube channel that I enjoy listening to that does a lot of, oh, that's not going to turn out well. It basically just streams like a lot of 70s, 80s, like Japanese disco. Or like some more soft rock style. That's really fun. Listen to it sometimes when I'm trucking on my own. But no, I get that. Like, it's been very hard for me to catch up on modern music. I think the most modern band that I listen to is like Metric, Louis the 14th, Foxy Shazam. What the crap? Huh. That was interesting. No, it was Smools that jump scared me too. Free cargo. That's probably just scrap though. But yeah, no, Foxy Shazam. I think that's the most modern stuff that I listen to. Everything else is like Steve Winwood, Styx, Paul Ingeman, Toto, Loverboy, Foreigner, some Billy Joel. Oh, Smools, people have ways to get things into the lobby. Sometimes you can bug your ship out where it thinks it's in an instance of like a hangar, so it doesn't collide with things, and you can get boxes into some interesting places. Yeah, Ken? Heck yeah. I enjoy Foxy Shazam. Like, the lead singer honestly looks like Louis the 14th, like, you know, the king. Like, if Bill and Ted forgot to take Louis the 14th back to his regular time, and he had nothing else to do, so he just started a band. Like, that's what the lead singer looks like to me. But all right, I gotta go do a few things, so thank you so much for hanging out with me. We'll come back to it again tomorrow. And we'll do some more hauling, get my rep up. So I think it's the next level that makes it a little bit easier for the style of hauling that I enjoy, so. Oh, wait, I will. So guys, have a good night. Take care of yourselves. If you happen to see a nice 80s MR2 for sale in America with the T-tops, let me know. Because, like I said, it's not confirmed, but I might have the opportunity to purchase. So, you know, like I said, North America, because I can't drive a boat across the pond. 2 T-tops, and it's got to be an 80s model. I like that origami design. I mean, Smalls, that's fine, but I can't pay to have them sent over, and I want my left-hand drive anyway, because I live in America, left-hand drive. But all right, you guys have a wonderful night. Take care of yourselves. If you see a bunch of weird messages in Discord, I may have had a drink. Don't judge me. I miss alcohol. And you guys have a good night. And until then, keep on trucking. Have a good night, guys.